Calpurnia,
I am here, my lord.
stand right in Antony's way.
Caesar's talking.
Calpurnia,
I am here, my lord.
stand right Antony's way when he runs in course. Antony.
Yes, Caesar?
Antony, after you start running, don't forget to touch Calpurnia, because our elders say if you touch a barren woman during this race, she will be freed from all barrenness.
I'll remember when Caesar asks me to do something, it is done. Just stay going.
What? After you start running, don't forget to touch Calpurnia, because our elders say if you touch a barren woman during this race, she will be freed from all barrenness.
I'll remember when Caesar asks me to do something, and it's done.
Go on and don't forget a ritual.
Caesar.
Who is calling?
Be quiet, everyone.
Who is calling? The voice in the crowd sounds more high-pitched than Caesar.
Beware of the 15th of March. I see Sarah tells you to beware of the 15th of March.
Bring him to me so I can see his face.
Companion, come out of the crowd and look at Caesar.
What do you have to say now? Speak again.
Beware of the 15th of March.
He's crazy. Leave him. Let's go.
No, I'm not.
Please come see it.
I'm not into sports. I do like the spirit Antony has. Don't let me keep you from going. I'll do something else.
Brutus, I've been watching you. You seem more malicious and cold towards me than usual. It's like you don't know me anymore. Your good friend that loves you.
Don't take this the wrong way. I've been consumed with my problems. Don't think about how I'm forgetting to show love to others.
Brutus, I misunderstood you and kept my thoughts to myself. Tell me, Brutus, can you see your face?
No, people can't see themselves except by reflection.
True, and that's too bad that you don't have anything that can show your brilliance to yourself. I've heard many highborn Romans speak of you, complaining about the tyranny of government today, and wishing that you could see it.
What dangers are you leading me into where you want me to look at myself for something not there?
I'll tell you, Brutus, since you know you can see yourself by reflection. I'll be your mirror and show you the things inside you that you can't see. Don't be apprehensive of me, Brutus. If I were your average person and did things everybody else normally does, like making a commitment to friendship and then making disparaging remarks behind their back, only then assume I'm dangerous.
Shouting, the people may have made Caesar their king.
You're afraid of that? I speculate you don't want him to be king.
I don't yet love Caesar very much, but why are you keeping me here? If you need to tell me something good for the Romans, I'd do it no matter what.
I know there's a quality in you that's almost as familiar to me as your face. That is what I want to talk to you about. I'm not sure what you and other men think, but I would rather die than have to worship a man like me. We are born as free as Caesar is, eat well, and go through the cold winter as well as he does. One time, on a cold, windy day, when the Tiber River's water was crashing against the banks, Caesar dared me in the water and swim to a point. When he said that, I jumped into the water, fully dressed, and asked him to follow, and he did. We fought against the water with powerful arms. We made progress because of our competitiveness. But before we reached the end, Caesar wanted me to help him, or else he'll sink. As I emerged from the Tiber River, Aeneas appeared from fires of Troy, carrying his father Anchises on his shoulder. This man just become a god, and I am a pathetic individual who just must bow down to Caesar. In Spain, Caesar caught a fever, making him shake, and for someone who is a god, was shaking. His lips turned pale, and his horrid eye lost its gleam. I heard him cry, "Give me some water, Titanius," like a diseased girl. It shocks me that a weak man like him could beat the world and carry a trophy alone.
There's more shouting. There might be a new trophy being given to Caesar.
Why? Caesar overlooks the small world like a giant, and us men walk under his enormous legs and look forward to dying as slaves. Men can sometimes be masters of chance. It's not the circumstances' fault. It's our own because we are slaves. Brutus and Caesar. Why is Caesar so special? Why is that name declared more than yours? Write them together. Your name being as fair as his. Say them. It sounds just as well. Weigh them. It is the same cast than spells. They will both bring up a ghost. what food has to raise imperial men. When was there ever a time that didn't feature more than one acclaimed man? No one could say that only one man mattered in all of Rome. But in Rome there is only one room for one man. We have both heard our fathers talk about the ancestor of Brutus, who would have let anyone reign, even the devil, before he'd even think about letting a king rule.
I'm sure you love me and I'm understanding what you want me to do. I'll tell you later what I'm thinking, but don't persuade me anymore. I'll listen to whatever you have to say. Think about this. I'd rather be a poor civilian than a citizen of Rome with what's happening right now.
I'm glad my words have aggravated a small bit of protest in you.
The games are over and Caesar is coming back.
As they come by, grab Cassio's sleeve and he will inform you of anything important that happened today.
Caesar looks mad and everyone else looks like they've been yelled at. Calpurnia's face is pale and Cicero's eyes are enraged.
Casca will tell us what happened.
I want then men near me to be fat, healthy-looking men. Cassius has a slim and hungry look. He thinks too much of himself. He's dangerous.
Don't be afraid of him, Caesar. He is nowhere near dangerous. He is a gentle Roman.
I wish he was fatter, but I'm not afraid. If I was afraid of anyone, it would be Cassius. He sees the secrets that men hide. Men like him won't ever be comfortable with a man held higher standards than himself. Come to my right-hand side and tell me what you think of Cassius.
Leave. Do you want to speak with me?
Yes, tell us what happened and why Caesar looks so sad.
Why? Why weren't you with him?
If I was, there would be no need to ask you.
There was a crown offered to him, but he kept rejecting it, and the men started to shout at him.
What was the second noise for?
The same thing.
Times. What was the last one for?
For the same thing.
Was the crown offered to him 3 times?
Yes, it was, and each time he denied it.
Who offered the crown?
Antony.
Casca.
It's hard to explain. It was foolish, so I did not pay attention. I saw Antony offer him a crown. It wasn't a real crown, but he pushed it away even though I thought he would want it. Antony tried again, but he refused. He tried a 3rd time, and when he refused, the commoners went wild and threw up their hats.
Wait a minute. Caesar fainted?
Slaves foamed at the mouth and was speechless.
That's not unusual. He has epilepsy where you fall down.
Caesar doesn't have it. You, me, and Casca have it.
I don't know what you mean by that. I'm sure he just fell down. The commoners applauded no matter if they liked it or not. Just in theater. If they did not, I lied.
What did he say when he woke up?
Once he realized the commoners were glad that he refused the crown before he fell, he offered him to cut his throat. It was a commoner. I would have taken his word. I would go to hell with the people who devised him.
And after all that, he came back looking sad.
Yes.
Did Cicero say anything?
Yes, he spoke Greek.
What did he say?
Greek, I'd be lying. But those that understood him smiled at each other and shook their heads. It was Greek to me. I have more news. Merle and Fabius have been punished for pulling the scars off the statue of Caesar. There was even more, but I forgot what happened.
Night, Casca.
No, I have an obligation.
Will you have dinner with me tomorrow?
Yes, if I'm alive and you're still fair-minded and your dinner is worth eating.
Good. I'll be expecting you.
Okay, goodbye to you both.
He has become. He was wise when he was in school.
He's still smart when it comes to carrying out a project, but he puts on this stupid mentality. He speaks rudely, but what he says is bright, so it makes people want to listen to him.
True, that's how he is. I'll leave, but if you want to talk tomorrow, I'll go to your house. Or come to my house and I'll wait for you.
I will. Until then, think about Rome's well-being. Brutus, but I see that your ethical character can change. That proves that good men should only hang out with good men like themselves, because who is so good they can't change? Caesar dislikes me, but loves Brutus. If I was Brutus and Brutus was me, I wouldn't let him control me. Tonight I'll throw a few letters through his window, but different handwritings, so it looks like it came from several citizens, all announcing the respect the Romans have for Brutus, so Caesar's ambition is questioned. After this, we will dispose of him, or maybe worse.